Hey Pisces, welcome to the Forgiving Tarot. This is your November 2025 read for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus signs. Check out your placements to get a message that most resonates with you. I'm not telling you what to do. The Oracle's not telling you what to do. Ultimately, you have free will. Therefore, you make the best decision for you and those involved. If you're cross-watching or you yourself, Pisces, feel that the roles are in the reverse, please reverse them, take what applies, and leave what doesn't. It's a general reading, not a private reading, so it may resonate, may not resonate. Please be aware of that. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating. It is greatly appreciated. All right, so the card that flipped over was the Seven of Swords, but it fell in the reverse. So maybe there's something that you're not avoiding anymore, or perhaps something that was kept as a secret is let out. I don't know, maybe you find something out. We'll see. Pisces. Okay. You have the Four of Swords as your overall energy. Air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Could have it in your chart dealing with one. Nonetheless, Four of Swords is a card of a break, meditation, prayer, healing. You have the Knight of Cups in your current energy. So moving towards something. I don't know if this is like with an open heart type of thing, or approaching somebody or something, a situation where, well, we'll see. Five of Pentacles. This is the star of the November readings. This one, I forgot what the other card was. The Four of Pentacles, I think it was. Anyway, Five of Pentacles is the challenge. So there might be some sort of challenge in regards to finances, maybe feeling left out in the cold. Maybe there's a feeling of lack. Maybe that's the challenge here. Ace of Wands in the foundation. So a spark, something has been lit. This could have to do with passion, creativity, like an idea for something. And this Knight of Cups is telling me that you're approaching this. You're taking action towards this. In the past, Eight of Pentacles. So something you were working on, focused on, putting your time, your energy into. This can be work in general. On your mind, you have the Nine of Wands, feeling tired, exhausted, but still persevering. Your outcome is the Tower. So either something collapsing for it to be rebuilt, for something new to take its place. This is something happening all of a sudden. Or maybe a sudden realization. Let's see what the Four of Swords is. Four of Wands, the Ace of Swords. Wow, the Ten of Pentacles. For some of you, the overall energy is finding a sense of peace in your family or home environment. Now, this could also go in the way of I do get a healing in regards to home, family. For some of you, if this has to do with something that's rooted, long-term, with the Four of, I don't know, I get healing. Because to me, the Four of Swords is also not really doing anything. This is taking a break from something. But I don't see this as a break. I almost see this as some sort of peace coming to the King of Swords at the bottom. Eight of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune. Let's see what else comes out. You have the Knight of Cups. Five of Wands. Oof. Five of Swords. Knight of Wands. I feel like Knight of Pentacles, this is approaching a situation differently. Because you have cards of struggle, of maybe a little bit of deception with this Five of Swords. It could be like mind games, pettiness, not trusting. Nonetheless, the two fives can signify struggle. You have the Five of Pentacles here as well. This feels like approaching a situation differently. If this is not you, could be someone you're dealing with. So for the Five of Pentacles, you have the Fool, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Knight of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. I don't know if this is doubting, because it feels like either you're getting some sort of realization or somebody sees the truth in something. I don't know if it's a situation where is this too good to be true type of thing. Yeah, to me, it feels like a difficult situation starts to change because your energy starts to change, or the other person, something here is approached differently. Why is the Ace of Wands here? Six of Wands, the Moon, the Page of Wands. I feel Queen of Wands, Aries, Sag, Leo energy. This is moving forth. In the foundation, there is some sort of spark or passion or whatever that is propelling you forward. Even though in the face of something unknown, it's like, no, I'm going to go for this. I'm going to do this. Okay. Why is the Eight of Pentacles in the past? The Hanged Man, the King of Cups, the Magician. So whatever this is, I feel like you've worked on this already before. You've put your time and energy into it. You've focused on it. Your heart is there. You have the King of Cups here. And with this Magician, this is making things happen. Even if feeling stuck, even if feeling like in limbo about something, your heart is still there. I almost get the sense of like love conquering all kind of thing. What is the... I picked that up. Queen of Swords. Okay, this could be about seeing things clearly. That Queen of Swords is also, you know, been hurt quite a few times. So, King of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Queen of Pentacles. We have a pair right there. And the Nine of Cups, and you have the Judgment at the bottom of the deck. So on your mind, this seems to work out well. This seems like, you know, I almost get like your intuition is telling you that this can work out, that there can be some sort of stability here, that what you want, what they want, like together can be achieved. I mean, the Nine of Wands can represent like, I'm tired of this. But again, it represents perseverance. And then you have the Judgment. which is about a second chance, a reconciliation. So what is this Tower? I get like a determination. 8 of Wands, Empress, the Page of Swords, 6 of Pentacles at the bottom. I feel like this is watching something completely shift, change. Just throwing it out there. Ace of Wands, Tower, Empress. This can represent pregnancy. So for some that can be literal. It could also be figurative, where you're birthing something new. There's a new situation here. Queen of Swords. The World, 3 of Swords. Let me see what else. Justice, Death, 7 of Swords. There's an ending of something here. And then you have the Judgment. What is this avoiding though? A new beginning that you're waiting on? What is the Death card? 3 of Swords. 4 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles. For some of you, this is... What is the ending, though? I mean, I guess it's different for everyone, but it seems to cause some sort of disappointment or heartache. Something that might feel uncomfortable, but it's actually not uncomfortable. Like, it's actually for your benefit. 7 of Cups, 10 of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. There's the 10 of Swords. There's strong cards representing that something is finito. Now, for some, it could be, I don't know, a certain path. Could be a work situation, could be a relationship, could be a way of thinking, could be, I don't know, a lifestyle. I also feel strongly, like, if you're not trying to get pregnant, then this is FYI. But this can definitely indicate pregnancy here. These few cards that came out. Page of Cups, the Hierophant, and the Chariot. So this can even be good news. I don't know what it is in particular for you, but this does bring a sense of emotional security and safety. It's like, it's good news. Something is, I don't know if you've been avoiding this for some time. If this is not you, could be the other person. Something was toxic. This is what's ending. Something that was toxic. I don't know if it's like a repeating of the past. I don't know if it was an addiction, if it was maybe a fear, something that wasn't allowing for, I don't know, some sort of struggle, something that was weighing heavy, something that was a ball and chain. That is being worked on, and I feel like being released. Ace of Cups, Two of Cups, Three of Cups. 1, 2, 3. That's a progression. Oh my goodness, that is actually pretty good. But you're avoiding some sort of suffering, and it's causing stress. Is this setting a boundary? Maybe even setting an expectation. Oh, could even be an ultimatum for some. I also feel like somebody doesn't want something to end. Something is very, very clear. Yeah. Something is very clear that's, for this to continue, something has to be left behind. I don't know what it is for you in particular. Let's take out Rebel deck and see what is the message for Pisces. What is the message for Pisces? Okay, Pisces, what do you have? Stop talking. Shut your mouth and listen. Stop talking. Shut your mouth and listen. And the other card is dollar signs. Make it rain. So this could have to do with work, money. Now we could also take it to a different level, and the dollar signs can just represent security. Maybe it's not money for you in particular. Maybe it has to do with your sense of security and stability, because although this can be long-term wealth, this is also where you feel rooted, where there's a foundation, where you feel secure. Okay? Let's take out card for advice. What is the advice for Pisces? What is the advice for Pisces? Guilt. Guilt. I'm sorry, but I have to take care of myself. Apricot truly is a saint. She sets aside her own needs and happiness to help others, even allowing freeloading friends to get involved in her business. One day, her latest business partner announces that she wants to dissolve their company and split the profits. Apricot stands up to her. The company is hers and she did all of the work, while the so-called partner did nothing. Now she will only give from her excess, not from her reserve. Do not do for others what they need to do for themselves. Speak truth from your heart. Honesty is freedom. Any guilt is fear of being disliked. So even the don't do for others what they need to do for themselves. Sometimes we know the best course of action for someone. We could see them struggling or whatever, right? When we have that outsider perspective, sometimes it's easier to navigate somebody else's life instead of our own. And we can actually take away from any lessons that they have to learn from the struggles that they have to deal with and figure out on their own. Am I giving away too much time and energy and resenting it? Is my anger really guilt? Keywords: awareness, awakening, release, self-care, burdened by obligations, enabling others, finding personal power. So there's also something here of Pisces that certain people need to face their own consequences. And your challenge with the Five of Pentacles is lack of time and energy, or being depleted. Like it says here, giving away too much time and energy. So like I said, work, relationship, something platonic, familial. This card indicates deep caring and protection from emotional hurt through standing strong in your emotions. There's great inner resolve here. Once your mind is made up, you can see when others have tried to manipulate you. Reclaim your life. There could absolutely be a repetitive cycle of people stepping all over you, and you being okay with that. Maybe it doesn't feel good, but you're like, oh, well, you know what? At least it's not creating conflict. Yeah, you know what? I don't like that Smith is not doing his job and that I always have to pick up his slack. But at least I'm doing it. At least I know that I'm doing it right. But yeah, at what cost, Pisces? Because you're being depleted, you're tired, you're exhausted. And although you have good intentions, again, for what? Constantly sacrificing yourself? And I'm not saying don't sacrifice, right? When we're working together with another, we're in a relationship with another, there are certain things that we sacrifice, absolutely. But yeah, you might do it too much. Too much. Too much. For some of you, you feel tied to certain obligations that maybe you've convinced yourself they're, your responsibilities, but it could be that they're shared responsibilities. I'm saying this because look at this card. She's literally handcuffed or whatever, doing these chores, and look at whoever this is. Let's name her Samantha. Sorry, no tea, no shade to anybody named Samantha. Hi. And she's out here obviously drinking, inebriating herself, and not being able to take care of her responsibilities, and she feels responsible for her. Even though she's an adult, she needs to make the proper decisions. Well, I could help her out because she can't. Oh, I feel bad. You know what I mean? This guilt here. Now, for some of you, it's the reverse. Maybe you have this lifestyle of needing to get your ish together. I mean, it's energies. It doesn't mean that, specifically, like, it's like this, to answer your question. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there. And I think this is the only reading I'm going to be able to do for today. Pisces, if it resonated, let me know down in the comments down below. Be sure to hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I will catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching.